At Dickey's Barbecue Pit, we're more than just great barbecue and a great barbecue franchise. Whether it's on the Gulf Coast of Biloxi, Mississippi, whether it's in the Pacific Northwest, or whether it's in Mexico City, it's about a scalable model that we provide to you and you get the most out of it.
I mean, Dickey's has been around for a while, 1941. So I feel it's long-term for me, and like I said, it's a labor of love, so I can enjoy doing this and be here, for the rest of my life, maybe. I'd love that. So that was one of the best things, to think of long-term future. I'm a future kind of guy. I want to think about tomorrow and the day after that. Maybe my kids will come and own or work here. I've got a son that works here already. So, that's something else that Dickey's can provide. Just long-term, something for the future.
Determination, just motivation, be excited, knowing that we have a great product and people love it. So making sure the food's consistent and that it's always good and getting out there and getting new business. I mean, whether you're Egan, Minnesota, or wherever you are, people love barbecue. They love their meat and potatoes around here. Barbecue is very new to this area 10 years ago, but now we have competition everywhere. And yet business is still up year over year. We're up about 20% this year over last year, so it continues to grow.
We're a culture built on family, quality, and the slow smoked legacy that's been passed down through generations.
Continuing to always improve the business and continue to make better barbecue and build the Dickey's brand takes us right back to our legacy and what my grandfather began in 1941 and a heritage that we're really proud of that we continue to take well into the future, hopefully for another 83 years.
My dad was one of he was actually the first employee that Dickey's hired back in 1968 by Mr. Roland Dickey. And he used to take me up to the store on Sundays, which we used to be closed on Sundays, and he used to take me up there to help him load what we call load the pit. Some people, got a chance to drink, Infamil for a baby, and I think I had barbecue sauce. So it's all I've ever known. Truly been a blessing to me to know the Dickey family and to be part of the legacy and the opportunity that they've created. I've seen, from 5 stores to 500 stores, and it's just amazing to be able to be here to see.
With a rich history rooted in tradition, we've grown and expanded across the globe while maintaining a laser focus on what matters most: the success of our franchisees
We continuously invest and reinvest in tech because it's so crucial for success. Data drives decision making and proprietary software drives business.
I think most importantly, getting to know Sean over the last few months, it's the passion that he has for the business. Just continuing to carry that passion through every day. His passion's infectious, and that's what's required in this business. It's not an easy business. It's very, very, very tough at times, but as long as you've got that passion and determination, you'll be successful.
I think the biggest insight from MJ so far has been that team is everything, because your team is the people that implement the system. So making sure that the team follows the system, making sure that the team is empowered to do what they need to do, that's the most important thing, because this particular location, the team just runs like a machine. And that's our favorite part of this acquisition for sure. MJ has been wonderful. This has not been a typical transition. He's not just trying to sell and then get out. He's been almost like a mentor at this point and helping make sure that what's working just continues to work and we just continue to scale with him. So that's the biggest thing for me. It's exciting to work with a seller who isn't just selling an asset, but they're transferring or just handing off a baton, basically. That hands down has been my most exciting part of all this process.
It speaks volumes, in this business to go 30 years in any concept is a challenge, but for the store to still be thriving, be one of the top units in the system, if not the top freestanding, right? We're very prideful of what we've done. And Sean is equally as passionate about it. You know, and it's an exciting time for him.
It really is. And the energy, the first time I walked in here just as like kind of a secret shopper, the energy was just infectious. And that was just the best sign that things are going to continue down that same path. It's just been, you can feel the culture of pride in their work. Everyone takes what they do very seriously. And that's not going to change. I think that's just, we're going to keep going, doubling down on what has worked, starting with that energy that you feel when you walk into the store, because you can't replace that with a restaurant. It doesn't matter if the food's good, if it feels weird, people don't want to go, right? So this store in particular, you walk in and you can just tell that everybody cares about what they do and they want to do a good job.
And that was very simple because, as I said before, Sean and I, we really align morally, business ethics, those kind of things, we really align. So in the conversations, that was one of Sean's very first questions. Tell me about the staff. That's typical in one of these when you're looking to sell and typical questions of a buyer. But the staff is one of the most tenured in the system. You know, we can start with the kitchen manager who's been with Dickey's for over 24 years. Both of the managers, general manager and the assistant general manager, you know, combined, you're looking at over 38 years of experience. So you've got a very tenured staff that is very prideful of that Dickey's name as well. But going back to how do you respect that and how do you kind of keep that legacy going, as Sean was very quick to say, you know, I'm going to respect their tenure. I'm going to keep their vacation. I'm going to keep, you know, any salary type of things that were in place. So everything that you had before, we're still keeping. And that's not typical in some of these kind of transactions. You know, I've been a part of them, and for Sean to do that really spoke volumes on how he really viewed the importance of the staff and what we talked about.
And staff is not an expense to me, it is an investment. So if you're spending the money with the right staff, for every nickel you spend, you're getting 2 nickels back, right? So that's the biggest thing which we're trying to kind of impress on the team, that we have the exact same, I guess, cultural mentality that MJ has had, you know, and that's why just, you know, when it comes to the staff that's already doing a great job, making sure that they know that this is a continuation of what has worked, I think that's probably the biggest thing we were trying to communicate to them. And like MJ said, we're definitely going to respect any tenure, any PTO, any kind of policy, overtime approach, just everything, because it worked. And when a team has done such a great job, and you know, including individuals who've been here for literally multi-decades in the system, then making sure that we just empower them to keep doing what they're doing correctly, and we just add fuel to the fire, more marketing, more sales, that's going to work.
My name is Frances Salazar. My location is in Goodyear, Arizona, off of Estrella Parkway in Roosevelt. The reason why I decided to become a Dickey's franchisee is because, first off, I like Dickey's barbecue, and I wanted to open a business, and I did a lot of research, and franchise kept coming back to me, and Dickey's just kept coming back to me. So it was more of my gut feeling type thing, and it's family oriented first and foremost, and owner operated, hands-on. I love that, and so that's my reason. Training was very intense. It was a lot of information thrown at you at once in the beginning, but after you started to do the hands-on and as time passed, you had those aha, I get it moments. And I think Todd is very good, very repetitive and patient with you while you're learning in this learning process. So I'm sure there's a lot more I need to learn, but it's been a great 2 weeks.
So Frances doesn't have a lot of restaurant experience. She has done very well from the very beginning. She asks a lot of questions. She's not sure about something. She always asks questions, whether it's during a presentation or working block or block assist. She's very good with guests, very talkative, makes good conversation, can move the line pretty well too. She really picked up on that. Block skills overall still struggles a little bit with some of the portioning, but her cuts are really nice and her quality is very good. And so when she moves the block assist, does a very nice job talking to guests. doing that chatting, upselling, and then sliding things down and communicating with the register operator. She does a very nice job. And as cashier, she was always upselling. Always hitting the big yellow cups because we have big yellow cups, not drinks.
I have so many ideas. However, I believe that probably the best thing for me to do is follow the guidance of the team. Yeah, I have my own ideas that I don't think I should do at first. I want to get the store up and running and work with the Chamber of Commerce, immerse myself in the community, immerse myself with the knowledge of the businesses that are surrounding me, and take one step at a time, put my best foot forward every day, and before you know it, I'm gonna look back and say, wow, look how far I've come. Well, I have a very big family and very close family ties. I have 4 children and 13 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren, and we are connected at the hip, every last one of us. And so this is not just for me, it's for them. But I also needed something that was already family oriented. And so, and that's displayed here. Everybody works as a team, everybody pretty much connected at the hip at this business and making it a family. So the name of the pit is Pura Vida Pit. Pura Vida stands for pure life. So Pure Life Pit.
And the art of authentic, mouth-watering barbecue that brings people together.
Dickey's culture is that of success, and we want to make you the next pitmaster for Dickey.
As y'all can see, Dickey's Barbecue started out as a single barbecue joint and has grown into the largest, most successful barbecue franchise in the world, and not by accident. So hopefully this has given you a little taste of Dickey's Barbecue and why we're successful. So come, please be our guest and reach out. We're always smoking.
Hey y'all, I'm Laura Ray Dickey, CEO of Dickey's Barbecue Restaurants, and I'm here with a very special guest, our legendary mascot, the Big Yellow Cup. The Big Yellow Cup has been a part of the Dickey's family for decades, and it's bigger, literally, than ever before. And did you know that the iconic cup started out as a mistake? So my father-in-law, Roland Dickey Sr., wanted a reusable cup, something that our guests could take home and bring back if they wanted. He thought it would add value for our guests. So we ordered these cups, and when they arrived, they were bright yellow. They were not supposed to be yellow, right? It was a printing mistake. But my father-in-law said, let's go with it. Let's make this work. And just like that, the Big Yellow Cup was born. And it's a great lesson. Never let a mistake stop you from being great. That bold, bright yellow has turned into a symbol of Dickey's hospitality and legendary barbecue. And now, we're taking the Big Yellow Cup to even bigger stages. You'll see our Big Yellow Cup at events, in new campaigns, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. It's fun, it's iconic, and it's all about adding value to your experience at Dickey's. So take your Big Yellow Cup, fill it up, and let's keep that barbecue going. Thanks, y'all.
My name is Dawn Ryan.
My name is Greg Ryan. Herndon, Virginia.
Just outside of Washington, D.C.
About 40 minutes. Before getting a Dickey's franchise, I was in IT, been for the last 20, 30 years, most recently in cybersecurity.
And I'm a realtor.
That I got out of this was the hands-on, undoubtedly the hands-on. Making the mistakes, definitely having some backup there, but making the mistakes and knowing that customers are there with you, for you, and you're there for them. So that was fun.
And I loved seeing all of the tools. There's spreadsheets and
cheat sheets
and videos and all sorts of tools to just help us and guide us along the way.
And the support system, that's the other piece that we learned about. Who to talk to about what, marketing, whether it be marketing or problems with ordering or just whatever, the support system.
as far as the locations that we worked at and trained at, each one has their own personality. So I got something from each and every single one of them. There's nothing going to replace the original store. That warms my heart. We had an opportunity to be here in Central, and then it's just being part of the history here is huge. And then the airports was intense. And it's good to get that experience and then see how the team worked the block and how they worked together, getting that synergy going between them was just very cool. And then going over to Wycliffe was nice because then we also got to see slower pace, a little more interaction with customers, and actually here too. So again, I found value in all three.
I think just actually, I love the hickory. So bringing legit Texas barbecue to Herndon gives me a chance for other people to see. We used to live in Texas and to see what I really love. And a lot of people do mesquite, but the hickory to me is just, And so I don't think a lot of people in Virginia really understand good barbecue.
Favorite menu item, that's hard. You don't make this easy. Brisket for me, but I'm a ribs guy too, so that's where it's like, sometimes you feel like ribs, sometimes brisket, sometimes pulled pork. So there's a lot of options. And we were just talking about having fun and mixing the mac and cheese and the chili together. That was kind of fun. Anyway, it's kind of hard.
Well, I'll just say a 3-meat plate because then I can tell you that I like the jalapeno smoked
the sausage.
I love the turkey and I love the brisket.
Yeah, that was surprising. Turkey. I think turkey and you think dry. That's not the case. The name is the Legato Pit, and I grew up in Central America, South America for the first 10 years of my life, so I spoke Spanish, I spoke English. And Legato is legacy for my family children. So that's why for us.
We want to make this into more than a one restaurant venture and provide something for our kids.
Families can enjoy legit Texas barbecue with a little something extra for the kids.
Here's the deal. For every $12 adult meal, you get a free kids meal. And our kids meals are packed with flavor, just like the rest of our menu. Each kids meal includes one smoked meat, or of course our dino nuggets, one home-style side, and our iconic little yellow cup.
So y'all, get excited about Kids Eat Free, right?
I know I really did, obviously, right?
And I can see why, because it's simple, family friendly, and whether you're dining in or ordering online at Dickies.com, Kids Eat Free.
From brisket sliders to dino nuggets, there's something for every kid to enjoy. Plus, parents can relax knowing it's easy, delicious, and budget friendly.
So y'all, gather the family and join us at Dickey's Barbecue. Enjoy some of our slow smoked barbecue and let the kids eat free.
Darren from Star, Idaho.
Emmanuel Bennett from Star, Idaho. For me, like, it's a solid product, right? So you combine the solid product with great service and really take ownership of your business. I think you can go as far as you want. There's a long runway.
Same reason, it's a great product and the rest is up to the owner operator. So we won't have any issues with that.
It's been a lot of good. Dave is a great trainer. He knows what he's doing. He's got a ton of experience. It's nice to see where the roots started. We got to see the sausage factory today, so that was pretty cool. So really getting to see the history of it. There's not many places that can say, hey, the original one that was here 80 years ago is still here, right? So that pit back there, it's a beast, but you know, it's cool to see all that and really see the roots and where we came from.
It's been great. My only recommendation would be try to do it in the winter, not in the middle of August. It's very hot in Dallas, Texas in August.
for me, it's just continuing to build the brand, get out there, build it, duplicate it, right? Set the anchors in, and then just get in there and duplicate. I really, we've been a restaurant for years, but this is something, you know, we own, right? So it's as much work as we're going to put in, we're going to get out. So hopefully we get in there, get in the trenches, make it a family business, and just continue to duplicate.
Just getting in there and working it and seeing how far we can push it, like how much bigger we can make our business. Absolutely. I mean, I've been in this business my whole life, but I haven't smoked any meat, so that was my main thing, was getting in there, learning about smoking, the temperatures, the rubs, and all that. Yes.
Just taking ownership in it, right? Like the blueprint's there. Successful operators that go in and run their business, I think, will do fine. Those that you know, think that it's going to be a passive income are not going to do great in this business. So if I get in there and I run it, right, and stay disciplined and create a team that has a great culture, I think I'll be fine.
Same thing. It's up to us. It's an owner-operator thing. If you're not going to be there, it's not going to work out. Like, you have to be willing to put in the hours and the work to make it successful.
Hey, I'm Rob Pereira.
I'm Scott Carlton. I'm Paul Hayes. And we are the first Baton Rouge franchise for Dickey's. We're about a mile south of LSU on Burbank. So this has been a dream of mine and Rob's for about 20 years to do this. We first found Dickey's when we were traveling to Atlanta and eating at the stores in Mississippi. And we decided back then one day we wanted to do this. And I guess about 6 or 8 months ago, I just decided it was time. We were looking forward to some good, legit Texas barbecue. So I've got restaurant experience. I have currently own a couple of Mexican restaurants. This is my first venture into barbecue, though.
And I have worked in restaurants, never owned or managed a restaurant. And I've had restaurant experience, seafood restaurant, Baton Rouge, since 18 years old.
A lot. Food safety, how to take care of it, cost of goods, how to keep your cost of goods low and make sure your profits as much as you can get out of it. Catering we're real big and excited about.
Learned a lot. Learned about the Dickey's brand, you know, the more like a family, I would say. It's been good. Everybody we've met has been great.
So I've learned a lot in Dallas, you know, learned how to season the brisket, trim the brisket, how to properly run and manage a Dickey's franchise. And, you know, I think the biggest take we've gotten from this is the support that we're going to get from the corporate office. Like, we're not out there alone. And I think catering is going to be a significant portion of our business. I think our key to success is going to be attitude and the vibe that we're leaving Dallas with. We met with Roland last night, and boy, what an experience. You know, it was just motivational. We left there high and ready to go. Wish we could open today. I got a little different take on that. I'm looking forward to getting back and starting the marketing process. You know, we're wanting to get out and hit some of the local offices, go out to LSU and let the students know we're coming, and, you know, just get out there and build our brand.
Community outreach. That's what I do, and that's what I love doing. So that's what I'm excited for.
No, for me, I'm going to be involved in just about everything. I don't think I want to run any position, but I want to be there to assist. And my goal is going to be ultimate customer experience, and then hopefully driving catering into our store. So we've named our next 3 pits. So every good Cajun joke is about Boudreaux and Thibodeau and their dog Fido. So our first pit is going to be Boudreaux, the second one is Thibodeau, and the third one's Fido. And then we're going to hit Boudreaux's family after that.
And while I do think the dinner table is the best place to discuss, respectfully debate, and learn, politics has no place in our business. So at Dickey's, we take a firm stand on quality brisket, good manners, kindness, and profitability, as well as doing both well and goods in the community in which we do business. But otherwise, we'll stick to being barbecue and business experts. And as you can see, the state of Dickey's barbecue is strong and steady. We are focused on quality, we are profitability minded, and we are poised for focused growth with our guests. I look forward to the year ahead, so please be our guest. Join us on dickeys.com or in any of our restaurant locations across the country. I hope you enjoy our expanded menu launching soon and return many times over as a Big Yellow Cup Rewards member. Thanks, y'all.